Hey guys! This is Vaughn and welcome back to another episode on the Pixel League server. We are in the Hall of Monuments. Welcome back. So, last episode, I just took a screenshot. I didn't mean to take a screenshot. I meant to come off of F1. But last episode, we did a couple things. One of the things that we did was we caught a Groudon, which was pretty cool. He's actually still in my bar. I should probably get him off of the bar before I start using him and getting EVs on him in a way that I should not get EVs on me. But one of the other things that we did is we showed off the statues that I put together during the live stream. I had a birthday live stream in case you somehow missed it or haven't heard me talking about it yet. It was a birthday live stream, lots of fun. Let's see, who do we want to put on? Let's put Gyarados back on. And one of the things that I discussed last episode was whether or not I wanted to color the statues or keep them kind of this color. And you guys, some of you said that I should color them, and some of you said that you liked them statuey, but I think the majority of you want them colored. And while I do kind of like the statues like this, I do think that coloring them makes them stand out a little bit more, looks a little bit nicer. So I got a bunch of materials together. I've apparently lost some of the wood that I had going here. So let's make a bunch of palettes to color everything. Get 25 palettes. Probably don't need 25, but I'm just going to color everybody. And here's the deal. If you donate and you don't want your statue colored, just let me know. And I can make it so that you're not colored. But, like, look at how much different he looks. I think everybody looks a lot better in color. And I could also do... I've got to figure out how to make the name tag show up. Or I've got to figure... I mean, we could do... Oh, yeah. See, that looks much better, I think. I think they look much more like statues now. We could also do... There's, like, labels, I think? A label. Yeah, this. Oak Fancy Sign. So a label plus a sign plus a piece of paper. So we could do these. And so if we made one of those, then we could put it like right here so that we could have the name of who this is. So instead of having like their username up at the top, let's see, how do you make those? Slabs. And then a sign. I don't have any paper on me right now. But we could do that. Let me quickly head back over home and let's make one of those and just see how it looks. Let's do it on Poet. Poet Plays. So let's put this there. Yeah, that looks nice. And then if you shift and touch it, and then we could say Poet Plays, right? Oh, we can make it really big. We can do that. This is neat. I am too legit for this game. There we go. Poet Plays. So what do you think about that? Should I do all of the signs? But, like, I don't remember what people's names are. Like, I have no idea who this is anymore. Somebody lovely who donated money to me, but I don't... There's no way to see their username. So I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. This is Kinross. That might be Tarvis. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's Skydivisor. Aurelian. Zombie, I don't know. Olmok, I don't know. I don't know. This is Lab Tech. So, I guess I could figure it out. I could type in... I do still have the list of the names of the people who donated, so I could pull up a skin editor and do it. Or you guys can tell me if that's your skin. But other than that, like, this is a cute skin. But yeah, I don't know, I like that. And then the other thing you guys suggested is that there's a couple things. One... I think I should put a second story on it and continuing on up so that I can put as many statues as I need. And I might restructure this. Like, originally I had built this to match the size of the canopy top. You know, it was basically one wider than what the base of this area is. So, like, you see how the sand goes in there, and that's why it goes in right there. But in some areas, it really bugs me. I want to restructure it. I think if I'm going to turn this into like a statue area, I'm going to move it so that this is the structure for all of the pillars. So like for instance, lab tech is kind of like squeezed into a spot of 2, and there's like an empty spot here, and then another 2 spot, and then 2 and 2. So I want to, if I push this one out so that it's smooth, so it goes like that, and just fill in the sand or whatever. Basically I just want it to be even all the way around so that it looks like an actual nice hall. Like this side looks really nice, so I think I'm just going to replicate that side on this side, and it'll break up a little bit of the organic feel of it, but ultimately I think it'll be better in the long run. And then I think we're going to make multiple floors, and that way I can just extend it as much as I need to contain more statues. And then one of the other things that you guys suggested is that I change the bases. And this is something that I was kind of thinking about doing to begin with. So I got some of this fantasy stone, and there's a lot of really pretty blocks. So, like, Lab Tech donated, like, a ton of money. So let's give him one of these fancy fantasy blocks. And really, some of those look better anyway. I do like this little shape of this block. It looks good. But, I don't know, somebody who donated, like, $50, that's massively excessive. So, why not give those people different kinds of blocks? Alternately, people could also suggest what they want when they make their donation. You know, they'd be like, oh, I don't want to be in color. I don't want a fantasy block. Or I do want a fantasy block or whatever. But I think that's kind of like a nice, simple way to designate different amounts. And there are different types of fantasy blocks, too. Like, this one is pretty cool. This one might look better, actually. Let's see what this looks like under Aurelian. That sounds kind of awkward. Yeah, that's actually really kind of cool. Kind of like that. Like, I like the way that it's got, like, this little kind of plus sign look on the top there. It's kind of neat. I don't know. And I might change it up. But that's something to do. For those of you who may want to have a statue of yourself in my game, there's a link in the description of all my videos. You can donate either via PayPal or via Patreon. And right now, I'm going to allow any donation. Even $1. But do please know that, like I mentioned last episode, if you'd make $1 donation, 36 cents from that donation gets eaten up by PayPal fees. So I actually only end up making about 70 cents because PayPal takes 30 cents per transaction plus almost 3% on the actual donation. So 70 cents is still 70 cents, but it's not the dollar that you think you're giving me. But if you want to get a statue that badly, feel free. Otherwise, I would suggest making at least a $2 donation. Or more, you know, whatever you feel comfortable with. And obviously you don't need to have any kind of donation. Alright, I'm going to look around for bosses, and then I think I'm going to fly off. And I want to see if we can find a little island. Let's go off in this direction, and let's do some forced spawns. Look at this poor little island with a little tree. You know, the other day... Oh, man. I'm sorry, the noise is always going to be so annoying. The other day, I was out, and I found... There's not even a boss here. I found I think it was a canyon. I want to say it was a canyon. And it would spawn, It wasn't spawning shiny, or Slowbros. It was spawning... Among other things, it was spawning Rapidashes. And so I should find a place like that, because that could be a way to get a shiny Squirtle, but mostly it's going to spawn as a shiny Slowbro. And of course I already have one, and I don't really even care about the one that I have. I would like a shiny Rapidash, not even because I necessarily want to have it in my team, because it's not the greatest of Pokemon. I just want one. And so finding an area like that would spawn Rapidashes would be pretty cool. I have to go see. I'll have to see if I wrote down the coordinates for that place or took a screenshot, because it was kind of difficult to navigate, because like the islands are really nice because as soon as you see an island you drop down and it's right there, and there's only one place for them to spawn. Whereas the mountain peak was a little more difficult because they could spawn anywhere along the mountain peak. This is a flower forest, isn't it? A sunflower plains. Wait a second. This is, I think, a place that Rayquazas would spawn. This might be worth kind of hanging out with a little bit for a little while. Oh, look, there's a boss. whatchamacallit, Kadabra. Let's get him. Excuse me. Excuse me. Whoa. Stop moving. We got him. Alright, so that might be kind of fun to stick around here and see if we can find... Ooh, a trick room. I've seen a couple of Rayquazas spawn, but I've never been able to aggro one. I think they spawn at sunset, so it would be quite a long time that I would have to wait. But yeah, I'll make a cut, and I'll bring you guys back at sunset. Maybe we'll get lucky and find... This is a flower forest, but over there was a sunflower plains. I'm pretty sure that Rayquaza spawns in a sunflower plains. So let's check that out, and then I'll also check up to see if I can figure out that area that... I think it was a canyon where the Rapidashes were spawning. Hey look! A Pokeball! Dun dun dun! An Ether Potion! So, I looked up the information, and first of all, Rayquaza spawns both in flower forests and in sunflower plains. So this is probably a good Rayquaza hunting territory. And then I also did happen to take a screenshot of the area that I found the Rapidashes spawning on the little mountain. But it's 13,000 blocks from spawn, so I probably can find one a little bit closer to home than that. Now Rayquaza spawns at sunset, so I'm waiting around here. I found another boss, another green Kadabra actually. I killed him. Found that Pokeball. I'm kind of waiting around until sunset, and then I will fly around and look for him. Unfortunately, I put my PC down at the sand base, and I left it there. So I don't have my Marowak on my bar with false swipe. So if Rayquaza does spawn, I thought I took Groudon off of my bar. Didn't I take Groudon off? Why is Groudon back on my bar? That's really weird. But yeah, I totally replaced him with Gyarados. I remember now, but whatever. Anyway, I don't have him on my bar, so if a Rayquaza spawns and I manage to aggro it, there's a fair chance that I may kill it. Also, I don't have a Master Ball anymore because I used it on the Groudon, so even if he does spawn and we do get him in the red and manage to try capturing him, we still may not get him because I don't have a Master Ball, so we're going to be relying solely on Dusk Balls and Ultra Balls to try to catch him. But it'll be fun to at least try, right? So I'm going to wait until sunset, and I'll bring you guys back. I flew up. I didn't expect it to actually work. I flew up to 400, and I didn't think that they would spawn unless it was sunset, but they did. They did indeed spawn. But you can see how difficult it's going to be to try to throw a guy and catch it. Like, I've seen them spawn a couple times before, but I just don't know how am I gonna aggro it? I've already swapped out a guy, but trying to capture, like, hit this Rayquaza while I'm flying with another Pokemon is not gonna work. Okay, I retrieved Walrein. How am I gonna do this? It's times like these I almost wish... Oh, did he despawn? What happened to him? He's gone. He's gone. Okay, well, let's fly up again and see if we can get some more to spawn. It's times like these almost that I wish that they would we had auto aggro back on, because I feel like that's probably one of the only ways that I'm ever going to be able to get these guys to actually aggro me is if they aggro me, because I don't know how I'm going to be able to throw a Pokeball and get the guy. Like, it's just going to be pure luck if I manage to pull this off. Hitting him with the Pokeball. Okay, there's a couple of them. This works, but... Okay. Throw! Walrein! And then the other problem is that it's like... Like, I'm on top of him, but I can't do this. How am I gonna aggro this guy? There's another one. The one time I almost caught one, I followed him for so long, and he got caught on like a tree. And once he stopped on the tree, I had like a chance of kind of like hitting him. All I can say is that it's a good thing that this server kind of works for me, because if it didn't, there would be no way that I could follow this guy. Come on. It's like when I throw the wall rain, it's like it flies behind me. Let's get in front of him. Turn around. I don't know. Oh god! Oh, he just despawned. So, man. I don't know how. I don't know how I'm ever going to catch one. Oops. Sorry, Walrein. It's gonna be a pain. By the way, look down there. You see that guy right there? That is not a shiny Geodude. I know it looks like a shiny Geodude, but it is a Hypno. Last episode, when we were catching the Groudon, I saw another one of those, and we were up on the mountain, and we looked down, and it looks like a shiny Geodude from here, but it's not. It's a Hypno. And my copy of the game is a lot clearer when I'm up. When I'm like looking at it on my monitor, I can see it a lot clearer. On the video that posted to YouTube, it does look like a shiny Geodude a little bit. The color is a little off, and you can kind of look closely and tell that it's not a shiny Geodude, but I can see why you guys thought it was a shiny Geodude. But trust me, it was a Hypno. I appreciate it when you guys point out... I don't know where I'm going anymore. I appreciate it when you guys point out that I've missed something like a boss or a shiny, but... in that instance, that was not a shiny Geodude that I missed. It was just a Hypno. So I don't know what to do about this Rayquaza thing. Like, I guess I could build like a net to catch him. Like, if on that flower forest I built a giant net, basically a giant net, he could probably fly into it and like get stuck, and then I could maybe stand on it or fly into it and throw the Pokeball and maybe catch him that way. Or I could try to find another flower forest. There was one that was really close to one of the big sacred springs, I think it is, with the giant trees. I don't know where this flower forest is anymore. And there was one point where they were getting caught on those as well. So I could find that one again. I don't know that I captured the coordinates for that, but that's another potential place that I could go and catch them. I like that little flower forest island though. That's kind of a cool area. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. This is a pretty cool area. It's just a tiny little flower forest biome. I could build a tower. Like, I could build a net that's not ugly. Like, if I built a giant tower, that kind of might be a neat way to potentially catch them. I really don't know. Now, I understood that they only spawned at sunset. Let's see, because it's definitely way past sunset now. Let's just see if we can get one to spawn at night. Because if we can get them to spawn at any point, that's going to be a little bit more helpful than if we can only get them to spawn at sunset. It might have been that it was just close enough to sunset when I flew up that they were spawning. Because as you guys saw, it happened, like, sunset happened a couple seconds later, so it may have been considered sunset at the time. No, I don't see any right now. Okay, so it was probably just sunset when I went up then. Okay. Well, I think we're gonna give up on that for right now, because like I said, I don't even have a Master Ball. I think the best way to do that would be to have a Master Ball, on your bar, and... No, I guess you wouldn't want to throw the Master Ball, because there is a chance that you could break your Master Ball if you threw it and it didn't hit him. But as you could see when I was throwing the wall rain, the trajectory wasn't correct, plus, like... I don't know. Ooh, there's some bossy looking thing right here. Oh yeah, it's a boss Jigglypuff. Oh, there we go. Oh. You fell. That's fine. Come here. Yeah, I couldn't get the trajectory right. It was just really difficult to throw. So, I don't know. Ooh, X-Sizer. That's a good move. That's another thing. I want to get that Sizer Pokemon. Alright, well, you guys will have to tell me. You think I should build a tower here? Do you think I should look for another location to hunt Rayquaza? I just don't even know. Like, even if I aggroed one, it's like the likelihood of me being able to fight it while I'm in midair and throwing 20,000 dusk balls at it to try to catch it. It's gonna be a bear. So I think we're gonna head back home. I might fly around and see if I can find some other potential areas to do, like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to look up and see where Rapidashes spawn. So I found two little plains islands. Check out these two things. This is a plains, and that one over there is also a plains. And both Rayquaza and Ponyta spawn on plains. Now, in the meantime, Holdfast has signed on, which I think is going to cause some issues with spawning the way that works, the way that was kind of cheat spawning. But these are both pretty cool locations, I think, to hunt in the future. And then they don't have the tree issue that the other one, like the Flower Forest, had. This over here is a spruce island. This is a weird little area. Like, this is a spruce woods. This little teeny tiny... I don't know what stuff spawns in spruce woods, but this is kind of a cool area too. And it would be neat to find an island like this that spawns, like, Eevees, because... In fact, flower forests might... I wouldn't want to destroy that flower forest, but it's kind of tempting to have it as, like, a spawning location. I wonder if there are other, like, little islands like that, other than these two plains ones. It's definitely spawning Fearos, that's for sure. Show you what I've done. I've just torn out the end of this hall here, and I've flattened it out. So it's still got this kind of weird curve here, and I might restructure this pillar. I might even just take this entire pillar out and just move his statue there. It won't be perfect, but at least then it'll look a little bit more evenly spaced. And then I've taken the pillar out here, and I've got to figure out what to do here as well. I may do a similar thing and just remove one of these. I already tore him out and put him back. I haven't colored him yet because I'm worried about wasting materials. But I might move him over here when this chest is gone, and that way it's a little bit clearer. And then I haven't removed this guy yet because I don't know who he is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move his statue here, and I'm going to go through cycle through the names in my list until I figure out which one he is. But yeah, I've restructured this, and I also took Olmec out. So Olmec's going to go here, and this guy's going to move here, and then we can move somebody here as well. And now what I've got to do right now is continue this outer ring. There we go. We've slightly modified this place, and I've cleared out the chest in the PC that was here. So there's a blank statue slot there, and a blank statue slot here. Blank statue slot here. This area is still not perfect. Ideally, this pillar would be right here, but then that would make this side uneven. So, I don't know a perfect way to fix that, and I'm kind of okay with just having this one be like that. What I want to do now, obviously, there's still slots for two people to donate and be on the bottom floor. What I want to do next is plan out a design for the next level. I'll probably use the same carpeting on the next level so that when you're standing here you can look up and it'll be the same kind of red coloring. But I don't know how to get from floor to floor, and I also don't know how to get up here. Right now, every time I get up here, we're just flying. We just pop on our bird and we fly up here. But I could take out a statue, or using where the statue is, there's nobody there, I could make a little staircase or pillar or some sort of thing, some way up there. In a way, I kind of like that there's no entrance. It kind of makes it seem like a floating fortress, that like you can only get to it if you can fly, you know? So that kind of makes it sort of special, but at the same time, well, I need to put a sand block there. At the same time, having an ability to get up there where you don't have to fly would be kind of nice. So, that's one of those situations where I like to ask you guys, what do you think? Should I build a staircase so that people can get up there, or should we just leave it as it is? I don't think I can get that. I can't. We will use this sandstone to pillar. Do you think I should build a staircase? And if so, what kind? There we go. And then second, like, if I'm going to build multiple levels, should you just have to fly up to each level? Or should I provide like a staircase or a ladder or some other alternate way to get up to the top? I mean, I think it looks neat from the ground, and I think it'll look really cool if it's like multiple levels high. But it will be kind of difficult. Like if you're on the second level and the only way to get to the second level is to fly into the second level, that's going to be pretty difficult. So I feel like maybe there should be some sort of... I mean, I could just simply... Like, there's not going to be a statue right here. So I could simply just put a ladder through this one and go up to the second level. That might be the easiest way. Kind of not elegant, but at least it wouldn't be like a big, ugly staircase. Like, I just don't know where I would put a staircase in here to make it work. And this is kind of like a dead area. So I guess I could move... I could put a pillar here and take... No, because see, these two pillars are properly aligned for that statue and that statue. The best thing I could have done is, I guess... I don't know. I guess I'm happy with the way that it is. It's kind of organic, but I kind of like that. The torches might change. You know what I might do is... I might even take out this center block on each of the pillars and put in some of those inverted lamps. Like this yellow lamp might look really cool. Or there's different types of lamps. Like these lanterns might look kind of cool, sticking on the edges instead. I don't know about these. These are kind of cool, but these look better either hanging. Like I could put those hanging from the ceiling, but I think, what are those? I don't know if these lanterns, if these can go vertical. I mean horizontal. Like if I could stick them. You know what? Let's make one. There are 3 different designs. Of course, we could also just leave a torch or something else similar to that. So this is the white, or the iron lantern with a white candle. White candle matches the pillars pretty nice, better than the yellow. This is the yellow inverted lamp, or yellow inverted... I think it's a lantern. Yellow inverted lantern. And this is the yellow inverted lamp, or light. It kind of sticks out one block, but kind of looks cool. I put these both up one higher because they looked really derpy on this level. So if I use those, I might move this block up one, or try to change it a little bit. I kind of like this. Kind of like that. It looks, because this iron kind of matches this color, so it kind of works. This doesn't look bad though, and of course I could do that in different colors as well. I went with yellow because I thought that would look good, but white or gray might look better. So we could certainly try different colors. I love these blocks, but I don't think that this necessarily works here. But I'm curious to know what you guys think, or if you have any other suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments. But I think that's going to be it for this episode, so I'm going to sign off here. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. My name is Vaughn. I'll see you next time. Bye!